Today's Sunday here at the hole-in-the-wall office, and I need to clean out my new server that I'm setting up for my students. So I thought I would do this video and show you how to blow out your unit so that you can get some of the dust particles out of there and keep it running clean and efficient. I've already taken the case off, so we're going to just pan over to that and take a look at how to blow out your unit. And you should do this about once every, depends on how dusty your house gets. My office gets very dusty, and with the way the vents are, the heating vents, and it's winter here in Illinois, so the heat runs a little more often. So I blow mine out about once every 3 to 6 months. If your house is or your office is not so dusty, you could probably get away with it 6 to 8 months to a year. But you should do this on occasion and keep it from, the dust from building up, because this could cause a short in the electrical, all kinds of problems. I once repaired a PC. I had to replace a motherboard because there was so much dust in there, and a spider had gotten in that he actually got electrocuted and shorted out the motherboard. So I just wanted to show you this and give you a brief tutorial on how to blow it out. And I already took the case off, so let's pan over to the unit and do a blowout. Okay, first of all, I wanted to show you this. This is one of the cans of air. This is by Endust, and it says a duster on here. Do not get the cleaner, because you don't want to use that on the inside. Make sure that it says duster, or remove dust and lint from hard to reach places, from cleans keyboards, PCs, and TVs. So it's really canned compressed air. So that's one kind. And then the other kind is like a generic cleaning duster. This one's made by Office Depot. I ordered 3 cans, they were on sale. And they have them with a little tube here that usually is connected on the side there, and it just goes in the air hole there, and it shoots the air. Now, so you see inside here, this is the inside of that PC, and right here, because this is an older model, the CPU chip, the processing chip, is laying on the motherboard this way, sideways, coming out this way. You may find yours flat on the motherboard, and this would be raised up from the motherboard. And there's a fan here. You want to make sure that you clean the fan, and it's okay to rotate the fan wheel while you're blowing the dust out. Make sure you get inside the heat sink, because dust collects in there. And then up here you see this box, and I'll show you it from a different angle in a minute. You want to make sure that you clean that out, but don't ever stick anything in there, and do not ever touch the inside of it. Don't take it apart. If you have to replace it, the whole unit comes out, and you don't ever open up the inside, because there's a capacitor in there that stores energy, and it could cause serious damage to yourself. The other place you want to make sure that you clean is in any of the wires, because dust gets collected in there. And then you also want to make sure that your memory chips are clean, and all of your connectors and your in and outs and all of that. And like I said, I'll show you that in a minute. And then also in the front of your PC here, if they're where the speakers are, or a fan, some of you may have a fan on there. And then any of your front connections here. So all you do is you take and sometimes there's a tab up here, and this has been opened already, so you just flip the tab off, put your little straw there, and you start to blow. And one of the things that you will notice is that it will start to get very, very cold. And that's okay, that's the way it works, and that's why sometimes it leaves like a film that just evaporates off. That's why you don't ever want this connected to electricity when you're working, because it's kind of a wettish, cold thing. So you just start blowing and blow all the dust out, and you start from the top down. Blow like that, and inside the processor chip, heat sink there, and then blow that out. And if you got a hum in there, if your computer starts making a hum, usually it's the dust inside the fan here that is doing that. So you want to blow that out really good and make sure it's free flowing. And then all your connections, and all the way down here, and then of course the last part is the core, and then this side here. Okay, so Make sure that the back of these devices are also cleaned out and all that. And then up in here, it's kind of hard to see on the angle, but there's vents in here that are from your fan. You want to blow inside there, make sure that that's all cleaned out. And I'm running out of canned air, so that's why I always have two. So you blow in there and get that all cleaned out. Alright, now you turn it, and you want to make sure that you get, my table's moving, that the PC, this is an old PC and it's very heavy. The older one, the newer ones aren't so heavy. Okay, so you blow inside the fan here, and you can see that, I don't know if you can see in the video, but that's, fan blade is moving freely, that's what you want. And all the dust from any of the vents and connections all cleared out. And see, I even have a dust bunny on there. Ooh, there it goes. Okay, so that's all done. Now another point while I've got the back to you, I want to point out, some of you, this is an older PC, it has a cover that goes over the top and down the sides. The newer PCs will not have that kind of cover, and a lot of people have asked me, how do you know what side to open to clean it? If you notice on the back of your PC, there's these connections to the motherboard that are on one side. That's the side you don't want to open. You want to open opposite that, because the motherboard is laying flat against there, and you'll see here when I turn it around, see what happens? The motherboard is protected by a metal case. So you don't want to open that side where all the connections are on, because that's what you're going to hit. You're not going to be able to see the inside of the computer. But while I'm here, I'm going to also blow out everything. Well, I can blow out everything there. Oops, see, look at that. There's dust bunnies flying everywhere. And get in anywhere that I can get in. And blow out. Make sure all that dust is there. So again, this is the motherboard. So the motherboard's laying flat against this on the inside. And as you can tell, there's the little slots where the motherboard fits in. So you don't want to open that side, you want to open this side. And look at, there's another nice piece of dust bunny that came out, if you can see that. So let's spray that again. As I get things sprayed, this will happen, stuff will come up and come back in on you or go back the other way. So, okay, now let's turn this around to the front side. Like I said, this was a music computer, so you see a lot of CDRWs and music slots, but it's going to be the server for the students now, so I just want to make sure that all of the nooks and crannies are blown out and that there's no dust anywhere around here. And so I don't know if you saw that little spray of something on there. That's why I said you don't want electricity going into that. So that's all you have to do to clean out your PC, blow it out. Make sure it's disconnected. Make sure that you get any parts exposed that you can see where there's dust collected. Clean it out. Put your case back on. And because of the drying agents that are in your canned air, it will dry out instantly or near instantly. So by the time you get the case back on and everything hooked back up, you'll be good to go, and it will keep your PC lasting a little longer. So there's your tip for today.